Hi, my name's Sharnee Bennett from Adelaide, Australia, and today I just wanted to put together a real quick video on how you structure your script when you do your video marketing. I've been working with a few clients on their video marketing, and I've just noticed some patterns in the scripting that we put together that really work. And I just wanted to share some of those things with you so that when you put your own videos together for your own video marketing, you can actually just sort of, follow suit for some of these key things. Because if you think of your scripting this way, this will really help put a compelling and interesting video together. So the first thing is you want to talk about how you're the answer to the problems that your customers have. So you kind of want to make some sort of commentary at the start of your video that says, through my experience working in this industry, I have noticed this number one problem. And the reason why you put that there is because your customers are going to be looking at your video from the perspective of this biggest problem. Okay, so let's just say you're in the business of photography and you notice that the biggest problem is the lighting that people have on their shoot. You would say something along the lines of, in my 20 years of being a photographer, I have noticed that the biggest problem in photography is the lighting on the shoot. And so you're really just calling out to your customers what the biggest problem is and how you're the answer to that. So the first one is, I have noticed through my experience this biggest problem. Okay, and that's an automatic call out to somebody who's facing that problem to compel them to watch further. The next part of your script definitely wants to talk about what you plan on doing in the video. For example, if you have the 4 key things to take into consideration when you're doing X, Y, Z, you want to talk about how you plan on addressing those 4 key things later on in your video. And the reason why you do that is because you want to put the person on notice that they're not going to be watching a very long video, and that through that video you plan on giving them 4 pieces of information and value that's going to be of interest to them. So the next step is you want to do 4 to 5 key things that you add value. Okay, so this is particularly important because this is a prompter to people watching the video to watch more and not just give up on the video at this point. So the next part of the video, you really want to try to talk about some story or an example in the past where you have helped other customers facing similar challenges. So for example, if you talk about photography being, the lighting being the biggest challenge, you might want to talk about how in another project, how you've solved the lighting challenge for their project, and you talk about that as a story, so like a parable, and you do it in a really interesting, compelling way. You don't want to talk about your bolts or your bits or what you do. You want to talk about a story because that evokes the imagination of your potential customers. So here, this is the time to do a bit of storytelling and make that interesting and compelling. Okay, and through this, you want to be just basically calling out to your customer saying, when I've experienced this problem, other customers like you, I have solved similar challenges. So you're constantly referring to your new customers, how you've solved it on other customers, and how you're that bridge in the middle. The next part of the video will be to actually do the 4 to 5 key things of value. So here you want to section off your video and say, value number 1, value number 2, value number 3, value number 4. And you really want to make that address the top 4 to 5 problems that your customers commonly face, so that they can get some value from the video. You're not asking them to do anything. You're not asking them to buy from you at this point. You're just giving them value without any expectation in return. So here we really want to see value item 1, value item 2, value item 3, value item 4. So once you've gone into the value, that's really the gold of your video. Okay, this is showing your customers how to do something, how to solve problems, how to do something or how to solve problems. And they should be able to take these pieces of value and go away and do something with that without like doing anything else with you. At that point, you really want to then just draw a little bridge to say, and by the way, how can we connect the dots between what you're talking about here and how they might be able to contact you for more information if they want it. So here you just really want to make and you want to say that in such a way that it's not like you're not asking for a sale. You're not saying, I want to work with you, or come and buy from me, or click on this link and buy now. You really just want to say, in a very easygoing way, if this sounds like something you're interested in, then I'd love to hear from you. And if it's not, that's cool. I hope these 4 things are of some good value. So you really just it's almost like a take it or leave it sort of statement that says, if you're interested in hearing more, let me know. And otherwise, I hope this has been of some use. So I'm not really quite sure how to put that dot point down, but it's essentially your call to action, but I would encourage this to be subtle. So don't ask for anything too specific. Just say, if you want to find out more, let me know. And if you don't, that's cool as well. And then you possibly want a statement that just says something about the future. So basically how you love what you do and you can't wait to work with them in the future, or just something that evokes the imagination. So I found that if you do a script and you follow these steps, then that'll give you a really good chance to put a really interesting and informative video together that people want to watch and that people will take action by. So I hope that's been of some help, and I'd love to hear how it goes.